For most gardeners, the idea of pouring fresh chicken manure anywhere near plants sounds like madness. We've all heard the warnings. It's too hot. It'll burn your roots. You'll destroy your soil. And to be fair, that's often true, if you use it the wrong way. But here's the surprising truth. When treated correctly, fresh chicken manure can become one of the fastest, richest, and most balanced liquid fertilizers you'll ever make. Today, we're breaking down exactly how to transform this powerful waste into a gentle, nutrient-packed tonic that plants absolutely love, without causing a single burn. Chicken manure has one of the highest nitrogen contents of any animal manure, which makes it both a blessing and a curse. It's packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the big three that plants need for growth, root development, and fruiting. But in its raw state, it's too concentrated. The uric acid and ammonia can overwhelm young roots, causing what gardeners call burn. That's why most advice tells you to compost it for months before use. The problem is, composting takes time, and the nutrients, especially nitrogen, slowly gas off in the process. By the time it's safe, much of that power has been lost. There's a better way, one that preserves all that raw energy while making it perfectly safe and plant available. And that's where fermentation comes in. Instead of throwing chicken manure into a compost heap, you can ferment it into a nutrient-rich liquid fertilizer. This process neutralizes the harsh compounds that cause burns while unlocking a flood of bioavailable nutrients. When we ferment manure, we're inviting beneficial microbes, lactic acid bacteria and others, to digest and stabilize the nitrogen before it ever reaches your plants. Here's how it works. You collect fresh chicken manure and mix it with an equal weight of brown sugar or molasses. The sugar feeds the microbes and starts drawing out moisture and nutrients from the manure. Then, you add enough clean water to cover it, seal the container loosely to allow gases to escape, and let it sit for about a week in a shaded, warm spot. During this time, the lactic acid bacteria multiply rapidly, breaking down ammonia and converting it into amino acids and nitrates, the exact forms plants thrive on. By the end of the week, you'll notice the sharp smell of manure has mellowed into a sweet, slightly sour scent. That's your sign it's ready. Strain out the solids and store the liquid. This concentrate is your new liquid gold. The trick to avoiding burns is simple: dilution. You should always dilute your fermented chicken manure tea at a ratio of about 1 part fertilizer to 20 parts water for general feeding. For heavy feeders like corn, brassicas and tomatoes, you can go slightly stronger, maybe 1 to 10. For delicate seedlings, stick to lighter dilutions or use it as a foliar spray once a week. Alright, so when you're applying this, make sure to pour the liquid around the base of your plants. You don't want to put it directly on the leaves unless you've diluted it really well. And, within just a few days, you'll start to notice some changes. The leaves will look greener, the stems will be stronger, and you'll see faster growth overall. It's pretty amazing how quickly it works because the nutrients are already in a soluble form. This means that plants can absorb them almost immediately. Now, the science behind this is really fascinating. During the fermentation process, the organic nitrogen in the manure is converted into forms like amino acids, nitrate, and ammonium. These are compounds that plants can take up instantly. On the other hand, composted manure still needs to break down further in the soil before the plants can use it. So, the result here is that fermented chicken manure acts almost like a natural growth booster, delivering nutrients precisely when your crops need them. It's quite something, isn't it? Another major benefit is microbial life. Fermentation doesn't just stabilize nutrients, it multiplies beneficial bacteria that continue improving soil health long after application. These microbes help suppress disease, unlock minerals, and build natural fertility over time. No chemical fertilizers needed. There's a reason this method has been used in Korean natural farming for generations. It's efficient, sustainable, and requires almost nothing but patience and a bucket. You're recycling waste that would otherwise cause odor and contamination. turning it into a safe, high-performance fertilizer that's completely natural. And because fermentation locks in nutrients instead of letting them gas off, you're preserving the full strength of the manure without harming your plants or soil life. Once you see the results, deeper green leaves, faster growth, and stronger flowering, it's hard to go back to traditional composted manure. This is one of those, why didn't I know this sooner? Methods that changes how you think about organic gardening. So the next time someone tells you fresh chicken manure will burn your plants, you'll know better. It's not about the manure, it's about the method. Ferment it, dilute it, and watch your garden respond with explosive, healthy growth. For more proven organic gardening secrets and natural soil boosters, make sure to subscribe to Gentle Herbal Living and share this video with fellow gardeners who want real, lasting results without chemicals.